Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Victor Conte. Is working with Mikey Carcia for the Errol Spence fight. That's coming. That's going to be. I think it's going to be in March. And it's kind of funny. Like Victor Conte was trying to say Errol Spence didn't take a Vita test or something like that or whatever, and people was going to run with that and stuff like that, but. It's like if I say what I'm about to say and people gonna like think about it, but people gonna start probably think about it anyway. But if I'm Mikey Carcia, I wouldn't even want to work with Victor Conte. He's got a bad reputation of giving people steroids and substance that doesn't supposed to belong in their body when they when they got a boxing match. And they jumped in the ring with that stuff in their system. He got a real bad reputation of doing that. I know this has been this has been some years, whatever, and all that. But you do not want you don't want people saying that or speculating on this stuff at the same time. And if it was, and the thing about it is that just like if it was like Errol Spence having Victor Conte in his in his corner or in his camp, then I'll probably speculate like, man, what he got him in there, and then this dude got a bad reputation, and everybody always say that people were saying that Errol Spence was his nipples is big and he's got to be on some PEDs or he got something in his body that don't supposed to belong in there because of he's knocking out people and all that stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I say the thing about it is if you get caught with it, you get caught with it. But if you haven't got caught yet, you shouldn't speculate to a certain point because he's knocking out people. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that, but because this is first weight class, he haven't really moved up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you could probably be like, man, wait a minute, he moved up 2 or 3 weight classes and he's still knocking out people. I'm not saying it's impossible because Manny Pacquiao did the same thing, and every time he was moving up, he was knocking out people. And it's kind of funny when the day that on the big fight with Floyd Mayweather, he didn't want to take the test because he said he was scared of needles, which that was kind of that. Then you can start speculating a little bit, like that's suspicious. Now, when it comes to Victor Conte, I don't got no problem. I mean, to a certain point, I do have a problem with that to a certain point, but Mikey Carcia might not be taking that stuff. We don't know because he never got caught, so we can't speculate because he never got caught, just like Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like you moved up to fight the bigger man of the division, and you saying that you could beat him easily, and Mikey Garcia is moving up on weight class. He's knocking down fighters at the same time, but not knocking them out. So, I mean, you can get knocked down and probably knocked out, but every time he fights somebody, he's knocking out. Except Adrian Broner. I don't think, for what I know of, I don't think Mikey Garcia is taking any stuff that don't supposed to belong in his body. But at the same time, you don't want nobody to speculate either, Mikey Garcia. You don't want nobody to speculate thinking that you might be, because Victor Conte he's supposed to be working on him, trying to get Mikey Garcia's body a little bit bigger or muscular or whatever, and working on his training and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, in the gym. But I mean, why did you have to get him? You could have got anybody else. It's a lot of other people out there could get you where you need to get to be prepared for this fight. Why get a person who got a bad reputation, got a history, saying that he's dirty? You see what I'm saying? That and I don't know. I mean, that's gonna make people suspicious at the same time. If it was Errol Spence, everybody's gonna be suspicious about it. Now, when it comes to Mikey Garcia, some people gonna be suspicious about it right now, just like I'm talking about it right now. And it just made me think because he's so confident. Then it's like you confident and you fighting a person. You got people in the welterweight division don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. because they scared to lose their zero, and they scared they might. Because when Errol Spence fight you, and when you get in the boxing ring with Errol Spence, it's like you lose yourself. I'm talking about you lose a part of you. I'm talking about here when he knock you out, he goes to the body. That stuff hurts. Like you got to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So he's not the boogeyman for no reason, and he's not where he at because for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just this fight. I just hope it be clean. You know what? For both parties, I just hope that they should get a blood test before the fight. Because we don't want nobody to be dirty. We don't want nobody, but people can get past that, but still get this be on equal grounds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And but if it was on the other foot, the shoe was on the other foot when it's Errol Spence, then it'd be some speculation. It'd be suspicious. And I think to a certain degree, people is going to speculate, and it's going to be suspicious of him having him Victor Conte in his corner in his count. You know what I'm saying? And At all the fighters, you got him in your count when you fighting Errol Spence Jr. You see what I'm saying? So it's just you got some fighters out there was on that and never and passed the test and never got caught. This is somewhat of a dirty sport, but I want to be clean to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember like Robert Eastern. He said, man, the way he hit him, he knocked him down. Mikey Carcia. He said because Robert Eastern went back to the locker room where Mikey Garcia is at, and he said, "Man, you hit hard, man. How you hit me and stuff like that?" You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying that Mikey Garcia don't hit hard. I believe he hit hard. And he been knocking down people too, not knocking them out, but knocking down. Not like Manny Pacquiao to a certain point. Because when Manny Pacquiao was doing it, he was knocking you down and knocking you out at the same time, moving up on weight. And then when it came to Floyd Mayweather, he didn't want to take that test because he's scared of needles. But I'm thinking to myself, you scared of needles? You get cut all the time when you're in boxing. How you scared of needles but you get cut? You scared to see your own blood? That didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But so he never got caught. But that was a real serious speculation, right? A real suspicious right there when he didn't want to take that, because then it was for a lot of money, and he still didn't want to take that. He still didn't want to take the drug test. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying, I just want this when it comes to March. Whenever Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence fight, I want to be clean. I don't want nobody to be cheating or nothing like that. At the same time, you know what I'm saying. So, but everybody might think that if Mikey Garcia knocked down Errol Spence or even knock him out, they're gonna be like, man, hold up. You know what I'm saying? People gonna speculate. They're gonna always speculate to a certain point. They say he didn't have Victor Conte in his, but you still couldn't use him as use a person like that as a suspicious of accusing him that he's dirty, Mikey Garcia. He could have got somebody else. It still could be dirty, but you don't know. But the person don't got a negative path or history. You know what I'm saying? So you can always speculate. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it just seems kind of like odd, a little strange to me. You know what I'm saying? You getting somebody like that, and at the time you trying to fight Errol Spence the Boogeyman, and then because it's gonna be for a lot of money. Then still he's 39 fights and 39 wins and 31 or 30 something knockouts and 0 losses. I don't care. Mikey Garcia still don't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? He want to win. You know what I'm saying? He want to be number one pound for pound, which he's up to. He's in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, man, you never can put it past anybody these days. I don't care you're black, white. I don't care you're Latino or Asian. I don't care what color. I don't care what color you are. You know what I'm saying? Just like some dude was on here, was in my messaged me about Errol Spence missing a vital test or something like that. He didn't show up or something like that. You know how bogus that would have been. You know how much people would have been talking about that. I would have been talking about that if I would have heard that. I told him give me a link. But he said Fanon and I think it was Fanon and 7-8 Sports or Boxing Eagle said no, it was Blue Blood. And I'm thinking, I told myself, I listen to Blue Blood and Fanon almost every day, and they never said that. They never said that. So I told him give me a link of when he missed the test. He didn't show up for the test. He couldn't show me a link. He just gave me a name, a boxing channel. I told him give me a link. I never heard back from him again. So one thing is, I don't want to. When you send me a message stuff like that, give me some real good information. I'm gonna say give me the link for it, and I'll read it myself, and then I would make a video on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what color. I'm black. I don't care. I make. It don't matter if the dude is Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Gary Russell, or the two Chalo brothers. If they pop dirty, just like when the Chalo brothers they missed their test because they wasn't at the house. They wasn't in Houston. They was in New York promoting their fight. You know what I'm saying? So people talking about they bombs and trash, and they missed. It was all speculation. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again with this stuff. So people gonna speculate about Mikey Carcia. So, but at the same time, man, I just feel like I want a clean sport. I think they need to get tested before the fight actually happened, an hour before the fight happened, whatever. And that's what I'm saying. And it should be clean, and that's what they should do for all fights. I don't care if it's for a title or not. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they need to change some of the. When you get popped dirty, you miss almost a year or something like that. Automatic. You got that shit in your system. You miss it for a year. I mean, you should like some of the people from Mexico. They tell me they got it in their meat. Okay, I believe it. But if you're rich, if you're a boxer, let's say a person who's not a superstar like Canelo Alvarez, you still making more money than the average person out there in Mexico. You should have a maid. You know how much money you make over here to go over there to Mexico and build a house over there in Mexico? You'll be rich regardless. So they should know and should watch out for what you're eating. Canelo Alvarez should know that. That seems suspicious to me to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I made that last video, the video of the day, when I said I put him somewhat. He's not my first pound for pound. It's Terrence Crawford. So I just wanted to be a clean sport, y'all. That's all it is. And what do y'all think about what I just said? And then if you have any comment, leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the bell icon for new notification, new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.